What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're back with some more Pirate Rumble action, and today we're going to be going ahead and having a look at Legend King. Lucky enough to pull him on the third multi of part 2, which was crazy. If you guys haven't seen my video yet of him going through the guard challenges, I highly advise doing that because he gets through it pretty well. Very, very fun video, so make sure you go ahead and check it out if you haven't done so already. But today, obviously, we're going through Pirate Rumble. Also, by now, I believe my Queen video in PvP should also be up. Definitely check that one out because we saw some crazy matches with Queen, hoping we can get the same kind of impact this time around with King. So, of course, we are going to be using our quick base team. This is the exact same team that I am currently running, just in normal content. However, I usually use Final Tap Luffy instead of King in his position here. So let's go ahead and break down Legend King in PvP first, and then we'll jump into a couple of matches. So in PvP, Queen has a passive. I say Queen, I mean King. King has a passive that will boost quick teammates by level 7 attack and level 3 speed. Kind of interesting, definitely very offensively based. And if you look at his attack, 30 CT, and he targets one enemy for 6 times his attack as damage, and then targets enemies in a large range for damage over time level 3 for 30 seconds, which is interesting. It's very weird for a quick unit to have damage over time. Very, very obscure effect for him to have that. And he also gives those same characters inflicted with that debuff level 7 attack down for 15 seconds. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. It would have been interesting, I think, if they would just, you know, made it maybe a 3 times attack or a 4 times attack, but to like 2 allies or to 2 enemies, sorry. I think that would have been a little bit better. Only targeting one enemy is kind of lame in my opinion. That can definitely like screw you up as time goes on, but it is at least guaranteed to hit something, and it is 6 times his attack, which is a lot. I mean, he's already got 2,700, nearly 2,800, nearly 3,000, right? And if you're multiplying that by 6, that's a lot of damage that he's going to be doing to one enemy, and in most cases that should just kill them, especially if you have high attack value, which is going to multiply his power even further. Just in a lot of cases, I feel like whenever he launches his special, it should KO something, but I guess we're going to find out in this video today. He also does reduce damage taken by strength by 30%, and he does evade action binds. So that's a nice little touch that he has. But you know, he's a powerhouse character. He has the potential to be special binded throughout a game, which is not very exciting. But anyways, that is the breakdown of Legend King in PvP. Let's go ahead and see how he performs in the video today. Alright, so we're going to be jumping into this one here. Now, this is a kind of a weird one because this is probably not the most optimal int team that you see these days. This is a very bare bones, old school int defense team. I mean, there's no Moria, there's no versus Whitebeard, so you can see that it's definitely more old school. You do see that there's PvP Smoker, which is at least nice for this guy, but I don't know how this is going to go. You know, the int teams are still relatively good defensively, so I am still kind of worried about that, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to get this job done, and I'm very, very intrigued to see how King is going to be performing in this video today. I'm really hoping that whenever King launches his ability, that he's able to just KO something. Though you see here, they do have level 19 health across the board pretty much. And I mean, not really good defenses, but I mean, their health is so inconsiderably high. I feel like that's going to be an issue. But we do have very, very high attack for our King as well. So that kind of offsets a little bit. So let's see how he performs here. I'm really hoping that we can see some good things from King. But you see that Pudding's going to reduce the CT of all their characters, so they're going to be able to launch their specials pretty quickly. Dofi will increase their defenses a little bit, so it means that King is probably... Oh, he just missed out on launching his special there. It was so close. Katakuri doing some fixed damage, reducing our speed. Not really good to see there, but at least we're going to get a health cut and some damage here with the Akainu, instantly KOing the Pudding there. Kaido's going to do a hefty amount of damage there. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this game's over. Oh man, okay, I was not expecting it to be that effective, I guess. I mean, Magellan's going to do a hefty amount too. A little bit of defense down as well. Unfortunately, he did not haste the King. It would have been so good if King was hasted. I really want to see King do something here. Alright, hopefully we're going to see him right now. Let's see how much damage he's able to output. Okay, so he didn't actually do that much. He only did like, you know, 5,500. So I guess, you know, the defenses do add up, but you see the damage over time is inflicted to them. So whenever they perform an action, it is going to reduce their damage, or just reduce their health by a lot. But unfortunate, as you guys would have seen there, King didn't launch his special until halfway through the game, so that's a little unfortunate to see. And we do have Tesoro on our team, which does increase our CT, so it might have just been a bit unlucky in terms of the attack order of the characters here. But it is a little bit of a shame that when King did launch that attack a little early, he literally just missed out on him launching his special. That would have helped out back then. But hey, we still got the W, so you love to see it. Alright, so what I'm going to say here is don't try this at home. If you have a team like mine that's similar to this in almost any way, you do not want to challenge teams that have Wano Law on them, because Wano Law debuffs them so hard. You just don't want to challenge it. But I'm feeling frisky today. We're going to see how it performs, okay? The thing about the Slashers, though, is they're not very good defensively. Their whole crux of their defense is basically into Doflamingo. So once Doflamingo goes down, they're kind of just like wet paper. Like, they just kind of just go down. They're just like, they're just ridiculously frail. So I am kind of hopeful this time around, but of course you can see the CT is reduced a lot, our speed is reduced a lot, so that honestly could be a bit of an issue. Kizaru launching in the first 13 seconds, you do not like to see that at all. Our health, you know, 13 is respectable, 7 defense. I mean, defensive wise, we're looking okay, but you know, Odin and Roger, they just hit so hard. I mean, here we go here. Roger, I mean, you know, the 2k fixed is annoying enough, but then to debuff our characters that hard, that's a bit of a problem. Look, already minus 13 speed to Magellan. Already so much damage, and we haven't even done anything. Okay, finally Kaido gets to do something. He does really good damage, that's what I'm saying. They're basically like wet paper. They don't really do anything at this point defensively. We've got a Kaido coming in, which is going to get probably a KO or 2. Or you could just KO the whole field. That's cool too, bro. That's cool too, bro. Alright, let's see how much damage you do with King. 15, nearly 16k! What? And the damage over time. Like, at this point, it's like, it's too late. Like, you know, it's already over. Like, that Whitebeard came in and had no defense at all, and King just absolutely mollywopped him. So, you know, it do be like that sometimes, man. It do be like that. But it was, again, a little unfortunate that his CT was just that little bit too high, that he just missed it on his earlier attack. The CT reduction definitely didn't help. If I was able to have more than just Tesoro, like even more CT than what we had, we could potentially get his special to launch a bit quicker. But despite that, hey, we still came out with the win. We're able to tank the hits from the Slasher team. We got the dub. Awesome. As long as we get the win, I'm happy. Alright, now look, there is no way we're winning this game. I don't think we're not going to get KO'd, but we're not going to win in the amount of time that we're allotted. This team is ultra defensive. There is just no way we win this game. I wanted to challenge it because it looked interesting, and I'm just hoping that maybe King with his damage over time is gonna like put us over the edge, so you know we're able to chip away at the HP. That's whole my idea, right? I feel like the damage over time that King provides might be the difference for allowing the quick teams to somewhat deal in some fashion with these Dex teams. We'll see how it performs, okay? At least one thing that is kind of nice is that the Dex team don't really have too many debuffers in their mainline units. The only real one that we're getting right now is the crit down from the PvP Cavendish. Defense down and a bit of damage. They're actually really good damage off, especially against Cavendish and the Neko. You know, they are PvP rare recruits, so they don't really do that much damage. Defense down and damage, and who's he going to haste? He hastes himself and only himself. That would have been really good if we got King to the top of the order there. And we got a Kainu with the health cut. Okay, we're doing good damage so far. I'm pretty happy, and let's see what King does. Okay, and there's the damage over time. Bit of an attack down, okay. So Law shouldn't really be doing too much. Let's see. Yeah, we tank those. We tank those. We eat them up. Nom, 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 scrumptious. Okay, that was a bit of damage, though, to King. King trying to tank that hit. All right, bro. All right, bit of fixed damage coming in from Tesoro. Nothing special. Bit of defense. Okay, so now we have to wait for our specials to be like Kaido's nearly back again. That's actually kind of crazy, yo. All right, so Magellan's almost ready. It would be nice if Magellan's able to haste our characters, get into the top of the order so we can get multiple activations. King's going to do... we got Kid here, who does only a little bit of damage. You know, you don't really have to worry about dying too much from these Dex teams. Neko is a bit of a problem, though, because he does buff the enemy's Cerebral and Striker units, and he's very tanky himself. Okay, so here's the Magellan, going to give him a little bit more defense down at least, which is really good to see. Actually got a couple KOs there, which is good. The Neko's down. Kaido is at the top of the order here. He is going to hit very, very hard. Here we go. Nice, nice. Taking out the Cavendish. The Fire Tank Pirates are another character I'm actually really worried about. So that's a Shiryu down. Sober Mask, we want him to go as soon as possible. King is ready to go, though. I really wonder who he's actually going to be hitting. Alright, he's actually really low on health, too. So who's he going to target? Laws down, and the damage over time, and the attack down to all of the units. The attack down on Sober Mask right there was so good. Yes, that's so good. That attack down on Sober Mask was really, really nice. Alright, so it's 30 seconds left. They're still inflicted with damage over time. We did take down another character there. We got Tazora coming in with a bit of fixed damage. We really want someone else to hit really hard here. We got Kaido, we got Magellan back again. This is good. I think we win. This should be a pretty easy win from this point. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes. So there you go. We did get through the Dex team. That's actually pretty impressive. And the thing is, right, is that even on their backline, if they had like Super Type Zoro or, you know, well, they had Sober Mask there, you guys would have seen in my Dex video where I had, you know, Super Type Zoro and Sober Mask on the bench. When they come in, they do so much damage. But King luckily came up, gave all of the enemies attack down once all of those bench units were on. So even though those bench units hit really hard in the late game, get inflicted with level 7 attack down, that's going to mitigate your damage considerably. So that was actually a really good showing of King and how he kind of assisted with taking down the Dex team. That's actually really, really impressive. So with all of that being said, guys, that is going to conclude yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this one, utilizing the brand new character in Pirate Rumble. If you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.